Well, Open Minds is unique because, one, it's family owned 100%, but also between myself and Alicia, we bring synergy between our differences as a background in civil engineering and hers in early education. And so what we provide is state-of-the-art facilities infused with love, technology, focused on curriculum, but most of all, family-centered, which is how we develop a partnership with our parents.
I began teaching about 18 years ago. I started as a teacher's aide. I then moved to an assistant teacher, to a lead teacher, and eventually to an assistant director. Throughout that time, we got married, we had children. At one point, we had 3 children under the age of 4, and we were looking for affordable options while I worked, and that became a challenge.
Finding a center that was high quality but also affordable was our challenge. So we actually set out to solve a problem we had, but knowing that it was a problem that many other families had in our situation. And so that's how Open Minds was born.
When I was a child, I used to garden with my grandmother, and we would talk for hours while we were out in the garden. And she would always tell me that once a mind was expanded, it could never go back to its original size. One day, Abdul asked me if I had a center, what I would name it, and immediately I said I would call it Open Minds. So I knew all along that I wanted to help grow and expand young minds.
We've been here for a couple years, and I was immediately drawn. The location is great for us, and I love that it's a family-owned business, and there are so many things that keep us here. Mostly that they love our kids, and our kids love them. Every time Amaya sees Abdul, she gives him a hug. She's our 4-year-old, and that love is reflected in the teachers and the kids, and you can see it when you walk around.
And we truly form a bond with the families because we had 2 of our own children go through the program.
The high scope curriculum focuses on active learning. So students are able to touch and feel and smell all of the materials that they are engaging with throughout the day. They also focus on building positive relationships between the parent, the child, and the teacher. So we have a strong bond with the family as well as with the teacher in the classroom. Those 2 things set a great foundation for teachers to build their lesson plans off of, to make sure students are engaged actively and also academically.
Raising a child is not something that you can find a manual for, and so educating one is the same. And so that's where the partnership is in place, because they can expect that we're going to go up and down peaks and valleys together, and that's truly why we call it a family, because you love the good times and you love the not so comfortable times.
It is not just education happening in the classroom. It's happening at home. Those 2 need to meet up and align so we all have similar goals and the same interests for that child. So we talk to the parents. We have parent-teacher conferences twice a year. And we have family engagement activities throughout the year. We have a PTA where parents are able to come in and infuse their ideas, and that way it is a partnership between the families and the staff here.
Our kids are sharp and smart and exposed to so many things that they wouldn't otherwise have, and so I think that you can't put a price tag on that. We have email communications, the app on your phone, like pictures of the kids all day. You get a lot of what you would expect at the really expensive elite places, but you get the personalization and the family atmosphere that you would typically expect from a smaller provider.
It was kind of stressful. I didn't want to go back to work, but having the peace of mind that they were going to send me pictures, update me on everything through the app was really a relief, knowing that he was going to be okay.
Yeah, I think for like the first year or so, we were checking that app every single day, looking at pictures and making sure, like, it's cool too because they'll literally send you pictures throughout the whole day, like every activity that they have them do. And it's not just like This is him playing with toys. They give you a specific reason on why they did what they did that day.
Definitely recommend Open Minds to anybody, because we were just talking about it. It's not just a daycare, and it has it in its name that it's a development center. And I remember our son coming home like making sign language to us, and I was like, I don't know what you're doing. And then they sent a sheet home with us saying, this is what your child is trying to communicate with you. And it was really easy to communicate with your child.
Yeah, we could talk to him before he could actually talk.
Yeah.
Their rate that they offered, they don't only teach him just like sign language, they potty trained our son for us here just because of the amount of time that he's here. He got potty trained here. I mean, they actually put in effort for him to like learn to crawl. He learned to walk here. Like, he literally is getting built into an amazing like person just by being here.
I don't think I could ever think of a way to repay each individual teacher to what the effort that they put in my child, because it's amazing.
I am personally overjoyed, but just in awe and amazement every day that so many people have entrusted their children to us. I know every child's name. I know every family. I work to spend time with them because I'm humbled that so many people see the value in us. Some of the parents that started with us from day one have said, oh, we always knew this would happen. And I'm always just in awe, like, how did you know that we would have so many staff and so many students, and that we would grow to this level? And they just said, we always saw that you had this potential.
Yeah, I mean, the bond and the connection that you have not only with the parents but the children is unique. I always enjoy waking up early and going into my office, and I have a few children that like to eat breakfast with me. So their parents drop their children off in my office and not necessarily in the classroom, but we just have that relationship.
I will put on a baby carrier and walk around with a baby that's fussy. I will rock a child that's not feeling well. A child that's having a rough day can come and sit in my office and play blocks with me, and that will help them to calm down. If they need to call mom and dad just to say I love you, we will do that, so they know that I am always caring for their child on whatever level they need. The mama bear will come out. I'm always fiercely passionate about making sure that my babies are okay, and these kids mean everything to me.